What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Movement Mindset powered by Station Athletics. I'm Chris Hardenberg here today with Lolimar and Pablo. Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So Lolimar and Pablo are members at our Westfield location. And so, you know, I was telling them off air when I reached out to the GMs, who do you want to have on? And I've given this spiel before. You know, Haley suggested you guys, and it was cool for me because I met you. I said right the day you guys came in to sign up, like, oh, we're here to sign up and meet Haley. I was like, well, great. I'm not Haley, so I chatted with you guys for a little bit. So yeah, welcome to the podcast. Let's start with just some background on you guys. Let's start with who are you? Okay. What do you do?
Okay. So my name is Lolimar Mendoza.
Okay.
I just a woman. Like I'm trying to keep improving my well-being. As a professional, I just do help desk support.
Okay.
My major is computer science.
Okay.
And I work for City Hall as a help desk support specialist.
Okay. What about you, Pablo?
Yeah, well, everybody knows me. My name is Pablo Romero. Actually, I work in the city.
Yeah.
And I love it, to go to the city all the time. But also my career is related to IT.
Okay.
I am a Bachelor of Computer Science and Information System.
Okay.
So, and basically, that's mainly what I do, trying to, when people say, oh, everybody's nerd, the nerds guys. But no. We are regular guys.
IT.
Right? We love every single thing that everybody does also.
Okay.
Exercise, hobbies.
Yeah.
The things I love cycling.
Okay.
I told you
Yep.
before. And that's one of my hobbies. And before to come here, that's what I was doing all the time.
Yeah. And I forget, I don't know that I've ever asked you guys, where are you guys from?
Venezuela.
Venezuela.
Okay.
Originally from South America, yeah.
Okay.
Venezuela.
How long have you guys lived here?
27 years.
Okay.
27.
Yeah. And were you guys?
I think a little bit longer, 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you guys married there or here?
Yes.
Okay.
We met in college.
Yeah, we are college sweethearts.
Yeah.
I
We met
love
in
that.
college,
Yeah.
Actually, our journey in fitness
Yeah.
started in college.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we used to go to a gym all the time, back there.
But lifting weights.
Yeah,
and things
like
the
we were doing
machines,
the machine.
it was
like
a little bit different.
No gyms like this.
Yeah.
But we go to the gym, do our machines,
Yeah.
during our college era. Yeah. And back and forth, we have been join some gyms, doing, different stuff.
Yeah.
Until, we joined this, community.
So you
Yeah.
guys started your fitness journey in Venezuela, which, by the way, I was pretty close to where you guys are from. I recently was in Colombia.
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Our
yeah.
neighbor.
Yes,
Yeah.
in Barranquilla. So I was not too far from Venezuela. It started in college, but post-college, you guys moved here. What did your fitness? I know, Pablo, you said you're a cyclist, but what did fitness look like for you guys before you came in here?
I would say we always be into fitness, kind of.
Okay.
Because we never stopped to doing something like an exercise,
Yeah.
go to a gym.
Yeah.
But doing something like a functional workout, CrossFit, or running or cycling, no.
No, that was
So-
not really the thing at the time. When we were in Venezuela, it's more like go to the gym and do aerobics and things
That's
like
it.
that. But I was not really into.
Oh, yeah.
And then for me, it was just going to lifting weights, and basically I'm a tall guy, so I used to play basketball all the time. So
Okay.
I was even at the university, I was playing basketball and doing gym at the same time.
Right.
So when we graduated, it's more like going to the gym for lifting weights
Yeah.
and
So,
no much.
But I will say, in my case, in 2013, it was when I started running.
Okay.
I started with my first skate in June 2013.
Okay.
And from there, I add a 10K, half, until on 2015, I ran my first marathon, the New York Marathon.
Okay.
So my journey in fitness changed totally.
Yeah.
I was more in running, putting a lot of effort, run. and I put on the side more the lifting. It was like, oh, maybe I don't have the time to do.
Yeah.
Until I got injured.
Right.
And I started doing PT, frustrated, what it was all over my body. And until at some point, I will say last year in October 25.
Yeah.
No, October 24, October.
Yeah.
October. Yeah, I saw the ad in Instagram. And the ad was saying, you guys were offering a 6-week challenge.
Yep.
And I said, what is that? So I just make my appointment with Haley. She explained everything so clearly. And I said, you know what? I have nothing to lose.
Right.
So I was looking really bad to go back on track.
Right.
I was injured for a year with PT. I couldn't do that much. So I was frustrated. My body was I was gaining weight. And I feel, know myself.
Right.
So after I spoke with Haley, I said, you know what? I think I'm going to just, I have nothing to lose here. I'm going to just try it. And I went back home and I talked to Pablo.
Roped Pablo
Yes.
right in.
So I said, Pablo, do you want to join me? And it was the way that he looked at me. It was what? Because I used to do CrossFit for a year. And after with COVID and everything, I stopped doing everything. I bought some machine for home, but it's not the same.
Right.
Do it with a group and, have your community. And Pablo never did that. So I said, maybe you can just join me for 6 weeks. If you like it, you stayed. If it's not,
You're gone.
nothing
Yeah,
happened.
now you know she
It's not
brought me
bad.
here, right? So I don't have to tell you that. So
So it was because it
she
was
already said
yeah,
it.
our anniversary was oncoming. In November is our anniversary.
Okay.
So I said I can give you as a gift.
Okay.
So you don't have to pay anything. So
Yes.
I'm gonna just do it, and if you don't like it, nothing happened. It was just a gift.
Right.
After we did the 6 week, just guess who said, are we going to join it?
You.
Yes, I was.
I
yes.
love
It was
it.
him.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, wow, he liked
Yeah, because
it.
I really like it. It was a little bit different of what I'm used to. When you go into the gym, practically you are by yourself, unless you pay for somebody to tell
Right.
you what to do, and like a private. But the gym is just by yourself.
Yeah.
Do this, do that. Or today I'm gonna be working legs. Today I'm gonna be working arms. Or shoulders or whatever. But when I came here, I saw that a bit different. They were, the coaches, they were concentrated with you because I was just at the beginner, right?
Right.
And I didn't know much. And then also I had some injuries, so
Okay.
I needed to be really careful whatever I was doing. So just to have somebody to tell you how is the best way to do it, and this is what you need to do. And beside that, if you couldn't do it, they do modifications in order for you to do the exercise in the same way. I was really surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never had something like that before. And then, at least if I were, playing basketball or
Yeah.
something like that.
Right.
Cycling is also kind of like you have a group, people that also, you're with them. But cycling is just, for legs and, it's not really for the total body conditions. And I was looking for something more like that. And then I was really surprised.
Yeah.
And just to see how everybody was with you, even the people surround you were if you haven't finished your exercises yet, they were try to finish, one more. And then that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's what I like. When I was doing those 6 weeks, and I said to Lolimar, I think, I'm going to stay. I really like
He
it.
said,
So-
are we going to stay? And he said, of course. So, and we joined. And after that, we have been trying to, we commit at least 4 days a week. And
It's so
we try
cool.
to come, and do our workout of the day.
Yeah, and it's cool because, the people who come into our facilities, they come from all sorts of different backgrounds, right? And so, I interviewed a woman from Denville who worked out while she was pregnant, who was not into fitness. I interviewed Clark, who is from here. He comes to the early morning classes. He had actually a pretty wild weight loss story, but very similar to you guys, you, Lolimar, he got into running, and then he had an injury, and he couldn't do it anymore. So he started to gain some weight again. And so But I didn't know this. I said weight loss journey, and you pointed to your husband. Did you have a weight loss journey?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You left that out when I was talking to you guys.
You know, when I was at the beginning of the 6 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Haley gave us the meal plan.
Yeah.
Attached to the program. So basically, I followed the plan, and I was losing weight really fast.
Okay.
I was in around 230.
Okay.
Around 230, and now I'm 197.
30
Oh my
pounds.
gosh. That's
So
crazy.
Wow.
even in my work,
Yeah.
right? Everybody was noticing, and oh my God, Pablo, what you have done, right? At work,
Yeah.
it's like, because you have losing weight, but also you
Yeah.
look strong.
Yeah.
And I was saying, no, I just joined this program, this plan, and for me has been a game changing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Changer totally.
And I would say here, this station, they offer you also the help you with the nutrition. That is something that caught my attention when I spoke with Haley. I said, if you need support, we have the support here for nutrition. That in other gyms, you have to pay extra
Right.
for that. And after I sat over there and I read the mission of this gym,
Yeah.
it just it caught me. I
I
said,
love
oh my
that.
God, this is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Support with my nutrition, support with my fitness journey. I really want to go back to running again. So maybe doing weightlifting is going to help me, to get the strength. And it did.
Yeah.
So far, I feel, more strong than ever. Literally.
Yeah, I remember
One day at a time.
at the beginning, I have the small plates. No, honestly,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
being honest with you.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt like, I've seen all these people, lifting
Yeah.
those,
Yeah.
big things.
So-
But now I see, it's how you progress, right?
Yes.
It's
Progress.
a progression, how you're going to be, what do you want to be, right? On your fitness level. I haven't been in this fitness level in long time.
That's awesome.
And just to see that I can lift weight that I couldn't lift at the beginning, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, because also, the injuries that I had, I felt afraid, but now that I'm doing it more conscious, with more conscience,
Yeah.
I feel, the plan is really working, and I feel comfortable, lifting more weight that I'm used to before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
so
really surprised.
yeah, so for you guys, it's like you said, you've made tons of progress. And forgive me, how old are you guys?
I'm 59.
Okay.
56.
So you 56 and 59, and what's really cool is I meet with people, JJ knows, and it's they come in all the time. It's I'm 59. I can't work out like this, or I got these injuries. Can you work with me? And I tell them, no, you can participate in our program. I hesitate to say this because you guys are right next to me, but I'm sure you've heard it. It's I'm too old to do that.
Yes.
How many times have you guys heard
A
that?
lot of people has that as, excuse.
Yeah.
Yes.
But for me, it's an excuse.
Yeah, because, I think the age, it's just a number.
Yes. And
It's if you feel you can push, just push.
and like you said, you had injuries.
Yeah.
We tell people all the time, we can work around your injuries. And so to have you guys, it's okay, I'm 56, I'm 59. I was looking to lose weight. I had some injuries I needed to work around. And it's you both said, I can't remember the last time I was this strong, this fit,
with
this confident.
fitness level,
Yeah.
I haven't, I don't remember. Maybe when I was, I don't know,
College?
25. 20.
Right.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
serious, because right now I'm, I can jump, I can do things that I haven't done in a long time.
Yeah.
And I felt, like you said, some people get to, I think it's mentality.
Yes.
It's a mental
Yeah.
thing. That you said, oh, I'm not going to do it. I can't do it because I'm old.
Yes.
Like you said, but no, you
and
can.
I said,
You start little by little and at the beginning, and then at the end, you'll see the results that you're going to be jumping the 16 or the 20 inches,
Yes.
Bucks, right?
Yeah.
And
when you start, you couldn't do the
I
jump in the
couldn't-
road.
I couldn't.
Couldn't jump
No,
rope.
he learned here.
Yeah, the
He
single
learned here,
unders,
literally.
I couldn't do
He couldn't do
any.
one.
I was
Wow.
doing the penguins,
Yeah.
all the time.
right? All the time.
All
and
the time.
Right
And
now,
he
you
learned.
see, I'm learning how to
Now
do
he
the double
jump.
unders now. So
Now he jumped.
That's
I'm
so cool.
jumping.
And
So-
that's what we talk about that all the time from the fitness perspective. It's there should always be new skills to learn because it helps you it helps keep it fun. Like, all right, there's something I could work on. There's something to learn. And it's like, even as we get older, it's like there should still be those things that we're trying to learn, new skills we're trying to develop, new experiences we're trying to have. And so I did want to point that out just because, again, not like, I don't want to say that it's you guys, but I'm sure you've heard it like, oh, I'm too old to work
Yes.
out with you guys. It's like,
Yes.
what do you mean too old to work out with us? You know what I mean? It's like,
Yes.
you're like you said, Pablo, it's an excuse.
No excuse.
And so,
You know, some people have different levels, it's true.
Of course.
But you get to the level is if you show up and you make the progress.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah.
something like when people ask me, like, how, you know, yesterday I was doing back squat and I went to 115.
I saw that on
and
the
I
Instagram.
said, okay, so, you know, how, you know, in Earth, like I'm doing this.
Yes.
And I said, you know what? Because I show up every single day.
Yep.
And I do my progress. Every workout is a progress.
And that's what I tell people too. It's like,
It's not magic.
yeah, no, it's not
Exactly.
magic.
But it's little by little, like I said, you know, but you're going to get to that level that you want
Yeah.
if you keep, you know, consistency,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
All the time, you're going to get there.
So let me ask you, what has been the most surprising part of the program since you guys have been in it?
Surprise.
Yeah, like what did you least expect that you're like, oh, I didn't realize I was gonna get this out of the program, like that surprised you the most that you got out of participating in the classes.
I will say like the most is like coaches.
Okay.
The coaches are amazing. They are like how they explain before you start your workout. They start, okay, we're gonna do this, explain all the move, and after we start doing it, they just check on you, like
Yeah.
how you doing it, if you're doing it correctly, because the less that we want is to get injured, you know, doing
Right.
lifting or whatever, and they just fix you, like okay, you have to do it this way, or reduce the weight because right now it's not about the weight, it's about the move. And if you can't do it, they give you alternatives.
Yeah.
So this is the most, because sometimes you just go to a place and they said, okay, this is the class that we need to do, and everybody's on their own. And even though like you are, squatting and you are like clean or something, there is a move that you can
Yeah.
do it wrong, or your back or something. And if the coach is not paying attention,
Right, you could get
you're
hurt.
screwed.
Yes.
Basically. And here every time, like I'm calm and Pablo, we see like all the coaches are, on top.
Yeah.
And this is what I really love the most.
Yeah,
Like,
for me,
in other gyms probably you won't get like it's kind of one-on-one,
Yeah.
but it's not one-on-one. You
Right,
know what I
right,
mean? Like
right, right.
there are 5 people, 7 people, and you get your one-on-one
Yes.
in a way.
Yes.
So that one, is what I like. This kind of
I can tell you
gym.
what surprised me the most
Yeah.
besides coaches. Like you're used to go to these huge gyms, like square feet, like
Yeah.
1,000 square feet, and you don't get any result.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Swimming
It's
pools,
true. It's true.
saunas, all that stuff, and
Because you don't know how to
when
use
I
it.
came here the first time, I said, "Well, but this is little.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not really that big."
Yeah.
But you get surprised, it's like, it doesn't matter how big it is, it's the people who is in it.
Yeah.
That's what it makes the difference.
And it's a
That's
workout
what it
like a-
surprised the most to me.
And it's a workout
You know,
in
it's
45 minutes. You
The
do,
support of the people, like I told you before, if you couldn't do, an exercise, well, you modify and you get the modification to work for you. And it's gonna give you results. It doesn't really matter what. And then, but a really good direction is what is important to me. And then I can get the directions here as well. So, which is a thing that actually surprised me.
Yeah.
And the size and the directions and the coaches, everything is kind of impressive because I never expect the results that I'm getting with something that I never expect.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
and then that's what is surprise.
Yeah.
To me.
And
That's-
it's funny you say that because I've said to people in consultations before, so like Haley met with you, right? And I've had people be like, oh, I don't know, it's like you said, small, or, oh, it's kind of expensive or something like that. And I always am like, well, you're right. We don't have a swimming pool. We don't have saunas. We don't have this. I said, but the gym you're going to right now does, and you're not getting the results you're looking for. And then they're like, yeah, I guess you're right. And so it's like, what we do have is real people in the gym getting real results. And so if I like to draw that because it's like, is the sauna, the swimming pool, and the basketball court really what's important to you? No. Like you said, most of the people don't even use those, or they try. They have no idea what they're doing. It's like, no, they're there because they want to get the results, but you're not getting it here, so you might as well give us a shot. And then they're like, okay. And then they usually get the results they're looking for, you know what I mean? So I think that's really, really cool that it is interesting, though, Lolimar, to comment on what you said, because JJ's been here for the interviews that I've done, how many people say the coaching has surprised them. And it's something we take really, really seriously because each one of our coaches goes through at least they go through an internship process with us. Usually that ranges anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks. Sometimes you have someone who might be a little bit shorter if they're very, very experienced, or a little bit longer if they're new. But a lot of that is like, we go through how to schedule the class, how to create a warm-up, how to cue and correct certain movements. Let me see a lesson plan. How are you going to time out the class? And so it's in depth and expansive because of that reason. It's like, if you're going to come in, you're going to pay for a membership, we're going to tell you to do hard workouts, right? It's like, you need to make sure you're getting that coaching that you need, because that's what helps you keep you healthy, keep you safe, push you when you said push you when you're like, oh, you want to stop, and the whole class is like one more, and the coach is pushing you, get those couple extra reps. It's all part of that process. But it is interesting because there's so many gyms, right, JJ, that like say, oh yeah, we have coaching and we have good coaching. But it's like on repeat, we hear people like, the coaching here is different. So that's really, shout out to our coaches. They work really, really hard. A lot of them are even part-time. They do this because they love it. You know what I mean? And so shout out to you guys and the work that you're putting in. The other thing I want to touch on is like, and we had this conversation with Clark. He said he takes pride in when a new person comes in, specifically people looking to lose weight, because that was his whole story, right? And he's like, I've trained myself. He's like, I can see what that like dejected look on their face, and they're like, oh, this is really hard. And he like pulls them aside, and it's like, I know this is hard, just keep coming. So for you guys, and I'll start with Lolimar and then go to Pablo, if you could give one piece of advice to someone who was in your shoes when you started, what would it be?
Just to give a try. Like if you are looking for a place where you can have a community that support you, and you're gonna have the whole package. Like you have good coaches, and you have, plus that you have the nutrition plan. Give it a shot.
Yeah.
And come, because you won't regret it. When I did it a year ago, I was looking to get back on track. And I said, okay, I've done this before, but I probably need a help.
Yeah.
And I came here, and after a year later, I feel, that I did the right decision. I made the right decision at that time. Like to join here and invest on my health.
Yeah.
Because it's true what people say, like in other gyms, maybe you can pay less, probably, but you invest on your health.
Right.
And that one is something that, for me, matter a lot.
Yeah.
I want to still aging and be able to move.
Heck yeah.
Be able to lift my, grocery.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah.
Be on my own. And be independent.
Yeah.
So this is something that no matter your age, you have to start doing something for your body.
And I love
it's
that.
It's the only body that we have.
That's right. And that's something where there's a member at our Ledgewood location. Shout out Mary. Forgive me, Mary. I don't remember exactly how old she is, but late 50s, early 60s. And she's got a couple grandkids, and she's like, my goal is to be a badass grandma. Like, I want to be the person that as I age, they're like, your grandma can do what? Versus the grandparent who has to sit in the corner, can't move, can't get up. Like that, it becomes like your healthcare insurance essentially at that point, because you can move and live life for longer than being like decrepit. You know what I mean? So
be on the wheelchair here
Exactly.
with the can, and with all the medicines
That's right.
on the table.
That's
So,
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Pablo? What would one piece of advice you'd give?
I think the big piece of advice that I can give somebody is like, if you're looking to independence in your late years,
Yeah.
right? I think you need to really think about it and make life change decisions. Like Lolimar says, we make that lifetime decision because we don't want to be depending on people when we get old. Well, older, really old, right? So we want to be independent. We
Yeah.
want to be in our own. We cannot put this on anybody else. So
Right.
if you want that change, please join. I think is this. Like I said, for me, was a life changing.
Yeah.
Because right now I can feel, like the big steps that I have done and things that I couldn't do before, mobility-wise, strong-wise.
your shoulder improved.
Yeah, my shoulder is totally broken. Yeah, but between PT and the exercise, before I couldn't do this. But
Really?
honestly,
No.
yes,
No.
I couldn't do this.
And he
Wow.
was
Just
grabbing
to let you
like
know,
a 5
and-
pound, and he was like at this.
But
Yeah.
usually I start to move in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now I can do it.
And all the
no
coaches
problem at
all the
all.
time, he
And-
was like, I'm injured. You can ask all of them, and they know Pablo. Because, Pablo, I'm injured. I'm injured. So they all of the time like, okay, Pablo, do it like this. Don't cry like this.
And
And,
then-
they modify everything for him.
I love
I want to, I also was telling Lolimar, this is a history, my work, right? My boss is a lady, and I think she's like 50, 56,
Okay.
58, no more than
She's younger than
58,
you.
something like that.
Yeah.
And I see her walking. It was like a little old lady walking, and I said, "Come on, I see myself walking normally, right?"
Yeah.
And then she was seeing me, and Pablo, what are you doing? I said, this is what I'm doing. And she was like, "Oh my God, like I cannot believe you're doing that, right?" And she was like a real surprise because she's even younger than me,
Right.
and she was saying, "Oh my God, you're doing that."
Yeah.
And then when I was showing her the pictures and the videos that the coaches sometimes, take, and she said, "Oh my God, you're doing that." Like, how come? And I said, little by little.
Yeah.
This is
That's
what
my
you
big
said
advice.
before.
If you want independence, if you want to be yourself, and just, start moving.
That's it.
Start moving. Don't wait for somebody or, tell you to do it. You
Yeah.
just do it.
You're
That's
gonna,
it.
you're gonna feel awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, everybody have crappy day at work. Like you just wanna go home and, probably lie down on the couch and do nothing. But if you, instead of doing that, go to gym, you're gonna feel awesome after the class.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we just come
and
and we're tired.
and
And
it's
after
an
we
ex-
finish, we go back and say, oh, thank God we went.
It
Thank God.
is, like I said, it's an excuse because it's only 1 hour a day.
Right. That's it.
In
That's
1
it.
hour, you get done a lot.
Yes.
Like in regular gyms, for example, I used to go to a regular gym because, you just have to fight for the machines, first of all. After people take
Or wait.
1,000
wait for
pictures,
them.
Yes.
1,000 pictures on the machine, and they release the machine, and after you can work
Kids
out.
JJ's
so-
age, just taking up
Yes.
machines, taking selfies all the
So,
time.
no, I tell, it's not bad, but there are other people who want the machine.
Yeah, something
and
that you
are
could
on
do
the
in,
machine,
something that you can do in 45 minutes because you're waiting, fighting, 2
so
hours.
here in 45
Yep.
minutes, max an hour, you do everything. You
Yep.
just go home, and that's it.
I love that.
So-
And it's cool too, because like you said, it's like you guys are an inspiration to the people in your life who, like you said, your boss is younger than you. She's like, how do you do that? So, yeah, you guys are killing it. Congrats on all the weight loss and all the
My
progress you
student,
made.
at City Hall, they say all the time, like, you look like a student. I said, oh, thank you. What are you doing? I do exercise.
Yeah.
And I try to eat healthy.
exercise.
So, like,
No crazy secret.
Yeah, no, like, this is not a secret.
Yeah.
This is what I do. Like, because it's like, if you take care, like, what you eat,
Yeah.
and if you move, I think you can see results.
Yeah.
Because it's also about nutrition, what you eat.
You guys
It's
are
not
awesome.
magic.
I love it. You guys are the poster child. Just do this. Do what we tell you, and you're gonna be just fine.
Now I'm thinking I can become a coach.
Oh yeah, why not? Let's go.
Isn't it? Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Do that. My next interview is going to be. How
That's
to
right.
become a
That's
coach.
right. thanks for coming on, guys.
Thank you.
They were
having
nervous,
us.
but they did
having
great.
us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
For sure. So
It was
listen,
fun.
listen, guys, if you know Lolimar, you know Pablo, give them a shout at the gym. As always, guys, like and subscribe to us on YouTube and Instagram. Give us a 5-star rating on the podcast platform you listen on. We'll see you at the gym.